What's going on, guys? This is Keith with 924 Photography, and today I'm going to show you how to set up your Godox 8600pro and your Flashpoint trigger. We're going to go through quite a bit of settings in just a second to make sure that you are able to use this flash with your actual trigger. Now, I'm going to say this. If you are a person that already know how to use your flash, then this video is not for you. You could probably fast forward into the actual shoot that we're going to go to do after this. So without further ado, let's get started. All right, so first on this trigger, you have the on-off switch on your right-hand side, and then you have another on-off switch. This on-off switch is going to be for infrared. So if you're in low light, you're able to turn it on. If you're in single point focus, and you'll be able to use focus assist, which is right here under the trigger. We're gonna look right here. You can open this little compartment up. You have a USB-C port. This is where you can update your firmware on your trigger. Right underneath, you have pins. There's going to be the slide onto your hot shoe mount for your actual camera. You don't want to ever bend these, so you need to put a cover back on if you're using a Sony camera. Then on the front, you have your mode, you have your rest, you have your menu. All right, so first what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn the trigger on by turning it on just like this. Once the trigger is on, we're going to go to menu. All right, for standby, this is where if you're gonna put it in the sleep mode, you can hit that. You can hit the set button and go over, and you can turn it on or off. I leave it on right there. I normally turn the beep off when I'm actually, shooting, like if you're shooting weddings and stuff. I don't want the flash to be beeping or the trigger to be beeping. Next, we got steps. Now on certain flashes, you have 1128, 1256, 1128.1, 1128, 256. The ones on the bottom down here are going to be for the tints. I keep mine on tints just because I like to fine tune my flash, and it's easier to do it in tints instead of third stops. So next thing we're going to do is I put mine on 256. So I'm gonna click on it, and you see the little arrow right there. I have it on 256. So I'm gonna hit the step again, and I'm gonna go to light. I have it set for 12 seconds, and then it actually turns off. And then we're gonna go on down a little more. Sync, I have it in. When we go to group, you can either change it to 5 groups, A through E, or you can have 16 groups, 0 through F. The LCD, I have it set on 0. This is going to be your brightness, how you want to, how bright you want your display screen on here. That also uses a lot of batteries as well. Now, next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna go to distance. I have mine set to 1 to 100 meters. You can set it to 0 to 30 meters if you would like. We're gonna go to ID. ID, I have it set to off right now. Well, let me tell you about ID. ID is cool. Just hit on, and then you can turn it on. You just turn your little dial right here, and you can turn it to 5, 6, 7, 8, all the way up to 30. But for this shoot today, or 99, for this shoot today, I am going to have it off. I have it on the 600 because that's what I'm going to actually be using. And then AF, I'm using a mirrorless camera instead of a DSLR, so make sure that you set yours to DSLR or mirrorless. And then we are done with this actual trigger. When you get ready to shoot on your flash trigger, you can have mode. So if I highlight A, which you just hit A, B, C, D, and E right here, what you can do is you can hit mode and you can change it to manual. You can turn the actual light off if you're on group A. You can actually turn to TTL on. Right now I am on channel 5. So when I was talking about IDs, you can be on channel 5 and have channel 5 ID 1, channel 5 ID 2, and so forth and so on. Group, you just click the appropriate button here and it will actually highlight. So when you don't see anything, that means that particular group is off. So we want to go back to A. You can highlight it, and then you can hit mode, and you can change it to manual, and then you just turn your wheel just like this to dial your power up or down. You can also turn it back off, and then you can turn your TTL on if you're going to use TTL. Then if you want to test your flash, you can hit this button here. You can just do a test flash. You can turn your modeling lamp on or off. And let's see here, we're gonna go back to menu. You can turn your modeling lamp on, off. You can have it all on, you sync. You can put it in high-speed sync. So when we're talking about high-speed sync, you actually want to turn high-speed sync on, and that's that dial up there at the top. So make sure that is on if you're wanting to shoot in high-speed sync. All right, so this is the Godox 8600 Pro we're gonna be using today. And once you get this 8600 Pro, you're gonna have the battery. This is how you disconnect the battery right here. This little switch here. And if we're looking at the back, you just slide the battery on. It has slots here. You just put it on and you'll hear it click. All right, once that's on, at the very bottom of the Godox, you have the power on button. Just hold this button down and your flash will turn on. All right, once your flash is turned on, you want it to be on the same channel as your trigger. So right now, we were using channel 5. So in order to change to channel 5, you have group/channel. You want to hold it down and your channel will be highlighted, and then you can actually turn the wheel to whatever channel you like to have. So we're going to put it on channel 5 today, and we're going to hit set. Now, on high speed sync, we have the high speed sync button here. You can turn it on and off. You have to make sure that it's on if you're shooting in high speed sync. This M is saying that we're in manual mode. You can go to mode, multi, TTL, and manual. It's pretty simple. So we're gonna go into the menus. Color, we got it all. You can turn it on or off. I just got it off. We're going to scroll down. Slave, I have it off. Model, standby for 60 minutes. I don't know why Sam got it set for 60 minutes. God dog. Let's turn it down. Nope, but 60 is all to get up. All right, so light, I have it going on 15 seconds off so it'll conserve battery power. Delay, I have it off. Units. And then we are going to go down to LCD, which I have it at 0 so it can conserve battery power as well. And then I have ID. This is what I was telling you about at first. On this trigger, you have an ID, so you can turn it on and off. Like if I'm on channel 5, ID 1, you have to make sure your actual flash is the same thing. And then you can reset this all back to the factory settings, and then you would have to go and do an update to put it back to the latest firmware. Then you have mode. So we're gonna go in manual. So to change the actual groups, so we're on channel 5 and we wanna change the group. So we wanna be shooting in group A today. So we're just gonna hit this button right here, channel/group, one time, and it'll change to the different groups. We're gonna put it on A. Then you have your modeling lamp you can turn on, and you can turn your beep on and off to hear your flash if you need to. So right now the modeling lamp says it's on, so we're gonna turn the modeling lamp off. You can put it on prop and we're gonna turn it off. There we go. Because we don't want that on because we want to save battery power. All right, so since we've gone through the flash and the trigger, we have it on channel 5. I'm going to take the cap off. So once you take the cap off, you have this little button. You just slide back and you just rotate it and you take it off. And now you have your bulb. Your bulb just slides in. If you are using your bulb right here, you just slide it right into the appropriate slots. Make sure you're just doing it, right, and you don't mess up. Ease it in. But if we take it off, you can see the modeling lamp is right here. We're gonna put this back in just like so. So now, since I got my trigger, if you've done everything right, you should be able to hit this test button and it should flash. There we go. So with that all said, take your ass outside and let's shoot. So what you can be prepared for on the shoot is I'm going to show you how to put the softbox on. I'm going to show you how to feather the light. And I'm also going to show you how far that I normally have my softbox from my subjects. This is a Bowens mount. You just put it in very easy and you turn and you hear it lock. Once you hear it lock, you know it's in. Right here, we're gonna use the PhotoFlex light reach pole today. Put your trigger on here. And then we're gonna shoot with the 135 today. We're gonna isolate this background. We got some nice little blues back there. We're gonna bring out right here. And boom, we are ready to go. We're gonna fill it in. So we'll set that gimbal down somewhere where we can get the whole shot, and then we'll go. What I want you to do. So your whole body, I want you to turn your body to about right here so I can see you. Yep, turn all the way around. There you go, perfect, right there, beautiful. That's it, right there. Sam, you're gonna be on the opposite side, and we are going to feather the light, get it really close to her. Feather it towards me. Yep, just like that. So first what I'm going to do is I'm gonna turn my camera on, and I'm gonna make sure it's in manual mode. And I am going to turn my ISO down to 50. I'm gonna shoot at 1.8, and I'm gonna expose for the background, which is that blue back there, which is going to be 1/5000th of a second. So since I know it's 1/5000th of a second, what I'm actually gonna do is, can you bring your shoulder down just a little bit? Yep, just like that. Bring your chin towards me just a tad. Down just a bit, right there, beautiful. All right, so since I know that I'm gonna be shooting 1/5000th of a second, I turn my channel A on, and I'm gonna go all the way to half power plus 7 and see how that works out for me. So I'm gonna get kind of low here and make sure that my shooting mode is single. There we go, 1, 2, 3. Your neck with your other one, yeah, just like that. Yep. And let's bring that arm back just so I can see just a little bit more. Have it
like this, not
like
out.
this. Yeah, kind of bring it back just a little bit more. Yep, just like that. There it is, right there. Perfect. Bend down just a bit. And let's bring that elbow down on the right, just down just a little bit, and in towards me.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, there you go.
Got that first stuff in.
You know what? I just thought about something.
You know I'm caught by a feeling, knows me I'm the right or wrong, gets me what I want. I'm hanging by a string, gotta get up on my feet, get to what I need, and I am flying through the streets on neon wings. Once I get to you, I don't want anything. Girl, I'm so addicted, just like you predicted. I know, down, shut me down. Can't you see that? I wanna taste the night.
All right, guys, so we're finna get ready to shoot in this location right over here, and we are going to get it started. I'm gonna park the Dark Knight. Get it ready. Damn, she got trains quick.
Love should be easy, why should it not? When all you want is to be loved, is to be loved. But love ain't easy, you taught me that. I let you in, now you want out, now you want out. I don't understand why you hurt me. I don't understand why you wanna let me down. Can't understand, was it all worth it? You play me good just for a rush, just for a rush. So now I wrote a song about us, with tears running down my face. Now I wrote a song about us, just trying to fill that empty space you left behind. You left behind, you left behind. You left behind. You left behind, you left behind. Can someone help me?
And probably some of the people who know, oh Lord, there's a wasp!
To be loved, it's to be loved.
Ah, it's getting me, it's gonna get me.
From mama died.
Where's it at? No, it ain't got. It's behind me.
Oh, that's a different one.
Oh, Lord! You trying to kill me.